No one wants to feel older than they should. But did you know that some of your daily habits might be aging you faster than you realize? As we hit midlife, I feel like we're at the crossroads. The lifestyle choices we make now set us up to age either down the stereotypical pathway of becoming that frail old woman that eventually ends up in a nursing home, or we make those habits that put us on the path to age stronger and healthier and become that firecracker older woman that we want everyone to say, look at what she's doing. In today's video, I'm going to give you 5 habits that you might not realize are aging you faster. And I'm saving one of those sneaky ones for last, so stick with me till the end. My name is Jenny, and welcome to day 1 of a 5-part series on how to age with intention. I want to help you take control of how you age instead of settling for everything goes down from here. Of course, genetics do play a role, but they're not the whole story. Lifestyle matters. It breaks my heart when I hear people say, well, my mom got this, so I expect that eventually will happen to me, or so-and-so died early in our family and it's just a common occurrence, so I know that's coming for me. Don't settle for that. There are things you can do to fight that off. What if some of the habits you put into place right now get you a totally different outcome? Isn't it worth it? Habit number 1 that might be aging you faster than you realize is thinking that strength training and weights is just for men or fitness models. Strength training is so important for us in midlife. As we women age, we naturally lose muscle mass. This affects your metabolism, this affects your overall strength, and it affects your bones. I've seen the effects of osteoporosis on my mom's life, so I'm determined to do everything within my power to have a different outcome. Strength training is a regular part of my weekly routine, and it should be for you. Now, if you haven't ever lifted weights, you don't have to start there. Start with body weight exercises, squats, push-ups, sit-ups, all those things that you know from old PE classes. Start there. Build that strength in. When it gets easy, level up. Start with weights. Start small, then slowly increase. You always want to keep challenging yourself with those weights because you're building a body to grow old in. You're no longer working out just to lose weight. So if you have the habit of not strength training, notice that it's setting you up for a possible osteoporosis, loss of strength and muscle tone, slower metabolism. All of that is setting you up on a path to becoming that frail old woman. If you don't like that, what are you willing to do about it this week to change that? Bad habit number 2 is eating too many processed foods. The standard American diet is made up of a lot of processed foods, heavy on the seed oils, grains, lots of sugar, and artificial ingredients. All of those things set you up for chronic inflammation, which speeds up the aging process. And if chronic inflammation continues, it sets you up for autoimmune diseases. And did you know that of all the people that have autoimmune diseases, women make up almost 80% of those? It's important to pay attention. It's not just about calories, it's the quality of food that matters. You need to think about how you're nourishing your body instead of just entertaining it with blissy foods. Functional medicine Dr. Mark Hyman says the most powerful medicine is at the end of your fork, not at the bottom of your pill bottle. Food is more powerful than anything in your medicine cabinet. So you need to start acting like it. If you're still eating like a teenager, know that that poor diet could lead to diabetes, heart disease, chronic inflammation, and those autoimmune diseases. Knowing that, what are you willing to do about it today? If you're serious about thriving as you age, you'll want to download the companion workbook I made to go along with this series. It has a great habit assessment in there that can really help you plan out how you're going to get stronger and healthier as you age. Aging habit number 3 is neglecting your sleep. Now I get it, the hormonal shift that happens from perimenopause to menopause really makes sleep sometimes a challenge with the night sweats and the high anxiety. Raising teenagers maybe causes you to stay up later than you should. Sometimes that just becomes a cycle. But if you're not getting good quality 7 to 8 hours of sleep every night, know that eventually that's going to catch up with you. That's when your body rests and repairs. And if you're not giving it that time, it might set you up for cognitive decline, that brain fog. It also makes all the other healthy habits so much harder. It's harder to have the energy to exercise, to stay motivated to eat those healthier foods, and your stress levels probably go up. So getting a good night's sleep makes everything else easier. And if you're struggling, there's things you can do about it. If you have the bad habit of not getting good quality sleep on a consistent basis, what are you willing to do about it? Aging habit number 4, putting everyone else's needs ahead of our own. As moms, we took care of our kids first and we were at the bottom of the list. As we hit midlife, we might also be juggling taking care of aging parents, our careers. And I want to encourage you, if you have the habit of putting everyone ahead of yourself, start scheduling time for self-care, for the exercise, for eating those healthy meals, and for hobbies that bring you joy. Don't you think it's about time you take care of yourself? So if you have this bad habit, what are you willing to do about it? The 5th habit that's aging you faster, and it's very sneaky. I know my daughters had to call me out on it, and that is using your age as an excuse to not do something. It's so easy to fall into the trap of saying, oh, I'm too old for that now. But staying active and continually challenging yourself, both mentally and physically, is the key to aging stronger and healthier. When you embrace this growth mindset and continue to challenge your comfort zone, it leads to a more vibrant and energetic life. The next time you catch yourself saying, I'm too old for that, I want you to question it. Is there some part of it you can still do? Is there something that you can work towards doing? But don't let age be an excuse to stop living. The habits and lifestyle you start putting into place now are going to have a big impact on how you will age. So if you have any of these bad habits, it's time to start making progress towards changing that. I want to encourage you to grab the workbook and take that habit assessment and get you to think about the other habits you have in place, both good and bad. And come back for part 2. If you struggle to be consistent on these healthy habits, we're going to talk about why. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you for part 2.